Hey guys, what's up? It's UniformWarrior, and today we're going to be making the modified half hitch paracord survival bracelet. I originally saw this video done by Board Paracord, so there'll be a link to that in the description, and I haven't been doing too many original bracelets lately, and I noticed that, but it's hard to come up with patterns and then to make videos about them. So in order for me to keep making videos and keep uploading regularly, I've been doing more of other people's stuff, but I always try to pick bracelets that either I change a little bit or people in the comments have trouble with. So this is another one of those videos where a lot of people in the comments were saying that they got confused at a certain part, or they needed more clear instructions, or whatever. So that is what we're doing today. If you have any questions about this pattern, let me know in the comments. So to get started, you're going to need about 4 feet of Shark Attack paracord, 4 feet of black paracord, and 15mm buckle. Check them out with the link in the description. Something else that's nice about this bracelet is you really don't need a whole lot of cord, as you can tell. So you're just going to go ahead and take your 2 pieces of cord and clip the ends and go ahead and cinch those together. Make sure you have a good seal on them. And then you're going to go a little bit off that cinched part and bend the cord back and pull that down through the buckle. Go ahead and pull those 2 strands down through that loop and tighten that. When you tighten that cow's hitch, you want to make sure that the cinched part is being covered by the strand going in front. Then you're just going to go ahead and wrap those 2 cords around and down through the other side of the bracelet. I always try to pull them tight just to make sure that there's no twists in the cord or anything that's going to screw it up. And then go ahead and put that around your wrist and tighten it to the amount that you're going to want it to be when you wear it, but you want to add a little bit of space. And then you go ahead and start the pattern. So we're going to take our left strand and run it in front of all 3 of those strands. Wrap it around the back and pull it up through that right loop and tighten that. All the while you're doing this, you want to make sure you hold on to the top of the buckle there so that way the strands don't move. Then once you have that pretty tight, you're going to take that same black strand, you're going to pull it down and behind the 3 strands, making a loop on the right. Then take the end of that strand and pull it in front and down through that loop. Go ahead and tighten that. After you finish tightening that, go ahead and check to make sure that it still is the right size that you want it around your wrist. You want a little bit of extra space because the pattern, it does take up about the thickness of the cord towards your wrist, if that makes any sense. Then you're just going to go ahead and pull that strand that you just made that half hitch with, and you're going to pull that down with the rest of the cords. Then go ahead and take your very left cord and wrap it in front of those 3 strands, behind those 3 strands, and up through that left loop. Go ahead and tighten that. Pull it down behind the 3 strands, leaving a loop on the left. Wrap it around in front of the 3 strands and down through that loop, and then go ahead and tighten that. Then we're going to do the next side again, so go ahead and pull that blue strand down in line with the other 4 strands, and then take your very right strand and go ahead and cross that in front of the 3 middle strands. Wrap it around those strands and up through that right loop and tighten that. go ahead and pull that strand down, leaving a loop on the right, pull it behind the 3 middle strands off to the left, and then in front of the 3 middle strands and down through that right loop, and then tighten that. So as you can see, you're just going to continue alternating this until you get down to the bottom. Also, the other day I replied to someone's comment who was saying that the last bracelet wasn't thin enough for them to make, which I completely understand and agree with. So this bracelet is pretty thin, and it ended up being basically the exact size that I want a bracelet to be. It doesn't stick very far off your wrist like some of the more circular patterns do, such as the Viceroy snake knot, things like that. So if you do have smaller wrists or you just prefer thinner bracelets, this is probably a good option for you. When you get down near the bottom, make sure you fit as many as you can in there. You want it to be pretty tight. Then you're going to go ahead and tighten both those cords and then cut and cinch them. Like I always say, you want to cut it fairly close to the bracelet, depending on your lighter. For instance, the lighter that I'm using here is pretty hot, so I could cut it kind of far from the bracelet and still melt it down to where it has a good flat cinch. But if you're using like a regular Bic lighter or something like that, then you probably want to cut it pretty close to the bracelet. Even with this lighter though, I still cut it close to the bracelet, but if you don't, it won't be a problem. And then you're done. Anyway guys, that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been trying to find more time to upload more, so hopefully I will be back to uploading twice a week. Also, once again, we're almost at 5,000 subscribers, so if you are not subscribed or if you know anybody that should be subscribed, then go ahead and let them know. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you like this bracelet. And if you decide to make it, then go ahead and send me a picture on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, whatever you guys use. It's always fun to see when people actually use the tutorials that I make and actually make their own bracelets, so that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, like I said, this is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.